We want to hear from you. 800-682-1075. If you are team bus driver or team charge him with abuse. There is a bus driver in Colorado who is now facing 30 counts of child abuse for slamming on the brakes because the kids wouldn't listen and he was trying to teach them a lesson.
You guys need to be in your seats. You guys want to see how dangerous that is? That's why you need to be in your seat. She all right? They have to sit in their seat. They would not get bounced around if they didn't stay in their seat. So I'm sorry if she got hurt, and I'm the substitute driver, and the driver that normally does not have any control on these kids. I was coming to a stop, and I hit the brakes hard. They were not listening.
So he was talking, that was Brian Fitzgerald. He was a substitute bus driver, and he was talking to one of the parents who was getting their child off the bus, and he or she had a cut and a little bit of blood coming down the cheek from hitting the seat. Ooh. Clearly not in their seat. So we want to know, 800-682-1075. Are you team bus driver or team charge him with abuse?
The wheels on the bus go.
Dang!
This is a tough one, but I think I'm team bus driver on this one.
I'm team bus driver too.
It's like you got these people, they're not listening.
Yes.
And you have to make a point. And how fast was he going? Like 5 miles an hour and he slams on the brakes?
I don't know.
He can only go so fast.
It was enough for a cut on a kid.
Well, were they standing up in the middle of the aisle and then came forward?
Well, if he saw that, do you think that was a good time to slam the brakes of the
'cause,
bus so they can get hurt?
I do, because he told them to sit down in their seats. They're supposed to be sitting down in their seats. He's telling them that for their own safety, and they don't seem to care. And now they care about their safety?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, they had an example. But
I don't know. I just, in this case, I support him. I
If
really
it was
do.
Henry or Nora that they had a little blood on them, you'd be fine with it?
I'd be fine with it, because I would say, why weren't you listening to the bus driver? They're in charge.
Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate, but I don't think it's child abuse.
I don't think it's child abuse.
I'm for the bus driver, and maybe, if anything, he could have used his left fist and punched like the side at the same time to make it sound like he hit something like I do in the car.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's child abuse.
I don't either. And the buses get rowdy, too.
They're out
yeah.
of control
Stories?
sometimes. Totally out of control.
Rowdy.
I know we had some times we're looking back. Yeah, we were like really
bad.
Yeah, the fact that the bus driver didn't just drive off a cliff, I'm surprised. All right, let's go to Dion. Dion, whose team are you on? Team bus driver or team charge 'em?
I am on team bus driver all the way. These kids do not listen. And first of all, they don't even have seatbelts on the bus, and they want to charge this man with child abuse.
Yeah, good point.
True.
They're so worried about safety.
Yeah.
Put some seatbelts on there.
Absolutely.
I don't understand
Thank
why
you.
buses don't have seatbelts. I've never understood that.
I don't
Me
either.
either.
We tell our kids, no, make sure you buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Why do school buses not have seatbelts? And I know a bus can kind of go plowing through things, right? But the bus tips over or something, can't you get out of the window and you're on the street somewhere?
Yeah, you would think.
Does anybody know? Please tell me.
Yeah,
why bus drivers don't have seatbelts.
It's weird because the bus driver has a seatbelt.
Yeah,
but
he's right
none
at
of
the
the
front
students.
window. He's right at the front window, though.
He's at the front window, but if you get on any of those other, coach bus or anything else, they have seatbelts.
Or you're on you're in an SUV.
Yeah. What about the Greyhound? I know that when you were on the Greyhound, did they have seatbelts?
The Greyhound actually had ejector seats and all of them. They're so dangerous. And they also have weapons that you can have access to because there's always some sort of fight going on. I took Greyhound across the country. They had 80 scheduled stops. So it only took 4 days.
Yeah.
All right, Reno, team bus driver or team charge him with abuse?
I am with team bus driver all day. These kids are soft these days. They don't listen.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to Sky. Sky, team bus driver or team charge him?
Definitely team charge them. There's way better ways to handle a situation than to hurt a child.
Can you give an example? Because he said that he told them to sit down numerous times and could not get them under control.
Like stopping the bus and saying, I'm going to write you guys up or kick you off the bus or something. But, there's way better ways to handle a situation than to actually physically hurt a child.
All right, I understand where you're coming from, and I'm on your side where it wasn't appropriate and he could have done something else. But you think at this point he actually should be charged with 30 accounts of child abuse?
Well, the cut on the child's face, that was a little extreme, whether he meant to do that or not.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that one kid happened to be sitting down and she just slammed her face into the seat, that's like unfortunate.
Yeah, that would
but,
be the worst.
You know,
I think that the charge doesn't fit what he did. That's the problem to me.
overcharging,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's overcharging.
Hello.
Jeffrey,
I'm
are you
talking a minute.
You're on.
Oh,
Jeffrey?
hey.
Are you team bus driver or team
Yes.
charge 'em?
I am team bus driver.
And why is that?
I say that because I know how I was when I was a kid, and we didn't listen for nothing. And I tell you right now, I mean, you got 30-some kids on the bus, and none of them are listening, and none of them are doing what you're saying. I mean, you know, I had a bus driver do that to us. I mean, we didn't slam their faces or nothing, and nobody got hurt. But, I mean, at the same time, I mean, it lets you know that you need to be in your seat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. We had a bus driver. I won't say her name, and she was she would let you know. She actually got the bus in shape. But she
Okay.
had a sawed-off broomstick, and when she got mad, she would hit the top of the roof, bam, 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 while she's driving. She said, "I told y'all to stop," and we're like, "Yes, ma'am."
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Wow.
think you have to do what you have to do. It's not only dangerous for the students, it's dangerous for the bus driver
Yeah,
who's
distracted,
driving.
yeah.
Distracted driving, or if kids are up walking around. I could see how that is just terrifying
Well,
for a driver.
think about when you're in your car getting ready to go on a trip to Florida, going to
Yes.
Disney World, and you're driving and you have people talking and yelling and this and chaos going on in your own car is distracting as hell.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that on steroids, and not even your kids on a bus?
No.
Extreme stress.
But-
Extreme.
By the way, Jason,
Yeah.
I did look up for why.
Well, we do have someone on the phone.
Oh, we
that
do?
wa-
Good.
yeah.
Perfect.
Katie, not you, Katie, but
Not me.
Katie on the phone. Why don't buses have seat belts?
Hi guys, it's because they are crash tested, the dimensions of how far the seats are apart from each other and that they're padded. That is the safest way to be transported, that they've crash tested and you're not going to get as injured. If you had a seat belt around your lap belt, you could actually do some damage to your spine. That's why you have to have a shoulder belt,
Okay.
a shoulder strap.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Is that what yours says, Katie?
Wait,
Yeah, it
so,
does.
so
Mhm.
she's saying, I'm talking about a shoulder strap too. I think you should
Yes,
have all
on
of it.
shoulder strap.
Yeah, I think so. Exactly what she said through compartmentalization. That's a very hard word for me to say. It's very long. Children are protected from crashes by strong, closely spaced seats that have energy absorbing seat backs. So the fact that they're all together and then the way that the seats are designed, should there, heaven forbid, ever be a crash, that's enough to protect them.
And we did have another caller that mentioned that if there is an accident and everybody's buckled in and they can't get out, the bus driver doesn't have enough time to try to go back and assist every single student unbuckling their seatbelt.
Yeah.
That
Thinking about
seems
that.
bizarre to me. I mean, you could tip over. You can go upside down. I mean,
You just have a pile of kids,
I-
really.
I
mean,
guess
it's
if they've done
weird to
these
think about, but
tests, but you know how these tests work. You know, when they first told us about CPR, we were killing everybody. Now we're saving everybody. So who knows?
yeah, you say smoking was healthy. So it just depends.
Right. One day coffee's cool, the next day it'll kill you.
Yeah, it's
Just
always
who can keep up.
Yeah, it's hard.